Hello, everybody. How are you? How was your day? Today is what Tuesday in September 2018, Alaska, and so yesterday we made a huge progress yesterday. Oh my, yeah, I thank God, Jesus, Holy Spirit. Okay, I thank them for giving us this wonderful equation here, effect equation. You can call it influence equation, but we used I too much. But probably more better be called as influence equation. Okay, what is influence of this concept on a person when this concept is something new? Okay, so because this concept is something new, uh, you don't have any view on you don't have any viewpoint on this concept because something totally new to you. Like let's say you're 10 years old and you first heard about marijuana from your friend. Let's say you're 9 year old. You first heard about transgenderism for the very first time. Believe it or not, that's what's happening in America. Probably they get used to those terminologies a lot younger than that. That's sad. That's so dangerous. That's what I'm trying to stop. The spread of evil, devouring our children, grandchildren. Nobody's stopping it. Me, I want to stop it. I know there are evil ideologies, but I have no power. So yeah, it's sad. Things are going wrong in this country, but there's nothing I can do. Okay. Yeah, so I'm running for president in 2020, but it's a long shot, right? Uh, it sounds more like a delusion, okay? Like, you know, some narcissistic, what, whatever. But I'm doing this because there's no one else, okay? There's no one else who can do this. To fight these evil ideologies, but people don't even know what they are. I do. I'm the only one who do. And now, if you're watching this, now you know, okay, what we are fighting against, what we are fighting with. It's not people, it's ideologies. It's what Bible calls unclean spirits, okay? Okay, we call them bad concepts, okay, concepts. Okay, so now that you are new to this concept, you don't have you didn't form any opinion or viewpoint on this. You're just neutral because it's something new to you. This concept of marijuanaism, gayism, whatever ism it may be. So you depend on other people, this other individual, that person's opinion. You heavily depend on what other people think about this concept. I mean, here. Sorry, it's not this. Here. You heavily rely on what other people think about this I individual index, okay? This other what other people around you think about this concept. Okay, this individual, it could be Lady Gaga, Donald J. Trump, or some celebrities like that. Or it could be your parent, teacher, your friends. And for each of those individuals, you form an opinion because those are the people that you know. You only know those people who know those concepts. Okay? And you sum it all up, all those people around you, or some celebrities who talk about marijuana, who talk about gay marriage in public. Okay, so you hear things, you gather information, and you decide to subscribe to that ideology. Why? Because you love Lady Gaga, you love and you hate Hitler. Okay, so you hate Hitler, and Hitler is anti-gayist. So minus times minus becomes positive. So you become progressed on that. And Lady Gaga, you love Lady Gaga. Okay, so positive view about Lady Gaga by you And then Lady Gaga is very strongly pro-gayist. So plus times plus become positive. Okay, so you become that's how the majoritarian Westerners have become pro-gaysts. Okay, we are explaining how that happened. Okay, so this equation is neutral in terms of politics. Whether it's good concept or bad concept, it doesn't matter. It obeys this equation. Okay, so it's a descriptive law. It's not a prescriptive law, because humanology, in a prescriptive dimension, it defines. I mean, it regards gayism as something extremely evil, harmful, destructive. Okay, but still, we describe how it happened. So, uh, was that uh, okay. And let's make some room here. Okay. We're not gonna erase this yet. We did half of the story with this dynamic set theory, dynamic set theoretical humanology. Okay, and I'm gonna redraw that half of the thing. There are two things we need to talk about, and the one we drew yesterday was just one half of the whole story. So this is universal set. This is me, I. Okay, and there are three worlds, right? The people who are neutral, the people, the people someone I know, acquaintance, and the people I don't know. Okay, I don't know these people, never met them. They exist half a globe away or half the town away. I never met them. I don't know them, but they exist. So they're neutral group, okay? So and then there are my friends and my enemies, okay? Now, let's say there is some ideology, okay? Ideology, okay, well. Let's say gayism, okay? Gayism. There's a three group. Pro-gayism and the group of there's neutral to the gayism and anti-gayism, okay? I happen to belong here, all right? I'm an anti-gayist. I'm against gayism, not people, against gayism. There's a toxic ideologies that's devouring people. You know, concept is above human being level. So evil ideologies, it eats people. Okay, it consumes per person, because what they do is one of the evidence of the argument that gayism is a predatory ideology is this: it wipes out one person's identity. Okay, so you have this gayism hat, like, you know, rainbow, and you have this rainbow flag flying, and you have this gay style, you know, lesbian style, male gay style, whatever. So you make sure other people know that you are advocate for gayism, either you're gayist or you are pro-gayist. Okay, so you declare yourself to be a gayist. Okay, so and then people around you have no choice, because you're forcing them to make a choice. You're kind of depriving other people's freedom. Okay, basically what you're saying is you're gonna subscribe to gayism like I do, pro-gayism. Okay, so pro-gayism, pro-gayist is like associate member, right? This main member and associate member, right? If you are gayist, yeah, if you subscribe to gayism, yeah, then you're gay, and you abide by the rules, laws of gayism group, meaning you have to be sexual with the same gender people, okay, and or be bisexual at least, right? Then you're a gayist, okay, or go through some transgender whatever, right? Yeah. So, but pro at least be a pro-gayist, at least support gay marriage. Okay, so that's our associate member. But you can be straight, strictly straight, but at least support this gayism. Otherwise, you're not my friend. Okay. So yeah, yeah, this toxic ideology is always like that. It's like Nazism. Okay, so it's either you are in or you're out. But you have to make choice. Like so yeah, it's very predatory, very dictatorial kind of ideology, and okay, so so you have this. I happen to be here, okay, and so we had this dynamic set theory yesterday. There's this acquaintance, okay, in I know that person but not very well. I don't know anything about that person's ideology. But I just learned that yesterday this person belongs to this pro-gayist group. Okay. Again, I don't hate anybody. I'm just simplifying the discussion. I have no enemies. I love everybody. Okay, because I'm 40 years old. If somebody mistreats me, oh, it's because that person is just stupid. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know who I am, and yeah, it's just that person's ignorance, meaning a poor victim of the demon of ignoranceism. Okay, ignoranceism or arrogantism, evilism, whatever. Yeah, just they're just victim of evil. So this kind of Jesus's attitude when somebody slapped him in a court in the when he was being tried as a rebel rouser or whatnot. Yeah, a court soldier slapped him on the face, and Jesus said, "God, please forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing." Okay, so that's the only way to go. That kind of attitude, forgiving, although they never repented or they never apologized to me. We just forgive. That's very Jesusian kind of good attitude. The only right thing to do. Okay, even though they don't apologize, they didn't repent, they're still evil people, but you forgive anyway. Okay, so yeah, that's something not easy to do, but it's the only right thing to do. Okay, so and yeah, we humanology adopt that kind of Jesusian because yesterday we ended with this note where humanology adopts this Jesusian view of the world where this world is evil, dominated by evil, and our life, righteous life, is not about happiness. It's not pursuit of happiness. No, it's about pursuit of justice and righteousness, which means it's about unhappiness. Our life Jesus said, like, those who hate their lives for the sake of righteousness, they shall be saved. That's what Jesus said. Okay, so yeah, it's humanology and Jesusian ethics is not about happiness. It's not. It's more about unhappiness. It's about righteous unhappiness. Okay, we are doing this because it's the right thing to do. Because it's our mission on earth to fight the evil. Okay, to resist. Okay, I'm not advocating overthrowing the government or assassination. No, no, those are crimes. You should never do that. Do what Mahatma Gandhi did. You know, peaceful protest, or you don't. I don't even ask you to go protesting stuff. No, just come 2020. Just write down my name in the presidential ballot. You probably won't see my name. Write my name anyway. Okay, and cross out all those stupid other names like Donald J. Trump. Okay, but let him finish his first term. You know, in peace. Okay, he got elected. I even voted for him, man. What a stupid me I was. But I don't think he was that bad at that time. But he got worse once he got the power, presidential power. So do I really regret having voted for him? I don't think so, because at that time he was nice when he got elected. So yeah, he did deserve to be elected as the president. But later on, he got worse and worse and worse. Like he started firing people like James Comey. That's stabbing somebody in the back. Like, because James Comey helped him get elected, and he betrayed him. So he fired James Comey, and he did some good things. Okay, he met with Kim Jong Un. I think at that time I thought it would be pointless, but looking back, with the benefit of hindsight, things that happened since then, since Donald J. Trump met Kim Jong Un, you know, North Korean leader. Yeah, now the South Korean leader and North Korean leader, they hug and they meet 3 times, I guess, so far. So yeah, I think it's good that Donald J. Trump met Kim Jong Un. So he's doing some good stuff, okay. And in terms of economy, he talks about, because I briefly listened parts, the small bits and parts of the United Nations speech that Donald J. Trump gave the other day. It was so boring, so I just looked at like 1 second here, 1 second and 1 second here, because it was just pointless. It was so boring. So yeah, he's getting old, okay, so he's running out of ideas, and the kind of things that he's doing, like with the tariff, or just kicking out the legitimate Americans like me trying to kick me out of this country. I don't think it's just me. I heard there are some other people, like people with some foreign associations. They're getting being suspected as fake Americans who faked their passport. Okay, so I think Donald J. Trump is overdoing it. Okay, so, and also like he doesn't have any good ideas. So yeah, I do want to replace him in 2021. Okay, so if you for support me, yeah, then yeah, just write down my name. Yeah, there are some election laws. I have to get like 5% or whatever percent of population signature to be a write-in ballot candidate, but I'm not doing it. Okay, I have full time job. I don't have time for that. Okay, so I'm not doing that stuff. But if, let's say, if 99% of Americans just write down my name on the presidential ballot, I don't think they can ignore that. Okay, no matter what the election law says. Yeah, they have good reasons. Okay, but yeah, go ahead and write down my name. Okay, because I don't think they can just ignore that. All right, so. And yeah, it'll be fun. Okay. Yeah, so okay, let's continue. uh, so yeah, there was somebody that I just, as an acquaintance, I just saw that person several times, so maybe I know his name. Okay, so he was here. Then yesterday, I realized this guy is pro-gayist. Okay, so this is element migration in dynamic set theory. In static set theory, elements don't cross the border between sets. But in dynamic set theory, that's the whole point of dynamic set theory. It, things change in time, okay? Membership. Membership changes over time, okay? So say this is you. Old you in my world, in my eyes, this is new you. So let's call it X prime, okay? Maybe you have been a pro-gayist for a long time, but I just learned about it, like yesterday. I learned about that, your political position about gayism yesterday. Okay, so it's a new you. I look at you in a very different way. You're no longer just acquaintance, you're my enemy. Okay. Again, I'm oversimplifying, I'm dramatizing it, and because it's more fun that way, alright? Look at paintings. Why is it so beautiful, paintings? Or look at flower. Because it's a very strong color. It's not some this muted color. No, it's either pure red or pure blue or pure green or pure yellow. Okay, so, or your paintings, motion pictures, or your clothing, like colorful clothing, right? It's more pure extraction, extreme colors, okay? That's what I'm doing. That's the art of any arts, like novels or painting, sculpture. Yeah, it exaggerates, okay? Because all the other colors, they're kind of gray, in the gray middle, like half black, half white, or brown, which is mixture of red and black and yellow and, right? Yeah, that's brown, okay? Yeah, a mixture of many things. But if you extract, if you purify, refine, you become pure red, pure yellow, okay, pure blue, okay. But we don't see that very often in the nature. Only in like flowers to attract attention, okay. It's a product of evolution, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we covered this yesterday, okay, and the other half is this, okay. Uh, let's say okay, let's say you. Again, it's an example, okay. It may be you, it may not be you. Doesn't matter. Example. Hypothetical. Okay, so there's you. Now your friend, you thought you knew nothing about your friend or your celebrity hero. Let's say celebrity because you probably know your friend very well. There's some celebrity, your hero, your celebrity hero, okay, like Lady Gaga, okay. You just listened to her music, her initial music, and you knew nothing about her political viewpoints. But she came up with this new lyrics, and I was born this way, and then you learned that she's a pro-gayist, okay? Okay? You were neutral in terms of gayism, pro-gayism, anti-gayism. You didn't think about that at all, but And you didn't know this Lady Gaga, your hero, will have some strong political view on this issue, gayism, gay marriage, LGBT activism. Okay, you didn't know about that. But yesterday you just learned, like 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, you just learned that she's a strong pro-gayist. So what happens? I give you 5 seconds. Why don't you finish drawing this diagram? What happens next? Yeah, you follow your hero or your friend, whatever. You become new you. Okay. Okay. So this kind of like a flip side of this same story. Here you have set of your people. Set of people. You are the center of the world. All right. Let's just say this is you. Okay. No. I am an anti-gayist. You are pro-gayist. So it has to be this way. Again, just example. Okay. Here I'm dividing the world, I'm categorizing the people in the world as my enemy or friend, acquaintance, and people I don't know. Okay? Here we are categorizing the same people according to, are you pro-gayist, anti-gayist, or neutral? Okay? Same people. It's just different way of categorizing them, all right? So now, what's the equivalent of this phenomena here? What is the one-to-one mapping? The equivalent, not mapping. No, it's not mapping. What's the equivalent of this in this? You can say this is group diagram or group Venn diagram. Okay, the one on the right. On the left, you have you can say friends and foe diagram. Okay. Yeah, let's call it friends and foe diagram. This is just an ideological group diagram. Okay, so I'm here. I always been here. Okay, anti-gayist. X, I thought this person was here, but I just learned that this person is a pro-gayist. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, so simple, easy. Humanology is easy, and this I didn't erase yet because it's this. Okay, so the let's say the effect. Okay, effect of this person I on me in terms of this concept, this ideology, is equal to the viewpoint of this person I on this concept times opinion that I have on this person. Okay, but this is when you don't know about this concept yet. But what if you already know something about this concept and you already have been polarized in terms of this concept, meaning you are already either pro or anti this concept. You're pro-gun, pro-gun, anti-gun, or you're pro-abortion, anti-abortion. Now, what is I doing? He's trying to persuade you. He's trying to change you. That happens everywhere. all the time. Convincing somebody, persuade somebody, even educating somebody, disillusioning somebody, exhortation. That's the whole point why Jesus came to earth. Jesus said he came to call the sinners, not the righteous, because the righteous, they don't need Jesus. They're already saved. Jesus came to earth in order to make sinners repent, to change them for the better. Now, what does devil do? The opposite, right? Devil is trying to entice, tempt people to become evil. Okay? That's the war between the good and the evil. I think it originally came from Zoroastrianism, the Zarathustra, that German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche really liked. Yeah, Zarathustra, who is a Persian, Iranian, okay? Zoroastrianism is the religion of fire, eternal fire, right? I think Jesus took it from them, okay? Pharisees, Persian, we talked about this, okay? Paris, Persia, Palestinian, yeah, it is Persia, okay, Persia. Because it's all Arab, Middle Eastern language, Arab or Aramaic, Jewish language. They have same root, Arab language. Okay, it has three consonants. So Persia, Paris, Pharisees. Okay, so it's the same three consonant root, and which indicates that they are probably have same word origin, the root. Okay, probably, most likely. Okay, because it's not easy to have this three consonant in the same order. That's a very low probability that it happened by accident, by chance. Okay, so all right, so let's take a break, okay? Because we now realize that this equation is not complete, because this is valid only when you don't have any opinion about this concept yet. But what would this equation look like if you already have some opinion about this concept? I'll let you complete this equation, okay? And we'll take a break, and so that's your assignment during the break, okay? I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So how did you complete this equation? It's quite simple actually. Okay, we just need one more term. Um, plus view of u x on this. That's it. Okay. Let's say you used to be very strong pro-gaist, and this person come in I, and I'm a very strong anti-gaist, and your opinion on me could be zero because you don't know me. So whatever I think doesn't count. That's state of affair today. No matter what I think, doesn't make any difference in the world because nobody knows me. Okay? So I have no effect on you. I'm sorry. Sorry, we gotta change this, okay? Effect. How about this? Okay. So as you learn more things, as you hear more things, as you obtain more information or disinformation, you constantly change your view. Okay. So it's a new you. You yesterday and you today is never the same. At least you are 1 day older. Okay. And your viewpoint maybe changed a little bit, or maybe it didn't. Okay, but doesn't matter. It could be the same, but still, it's a new you. It's because X, a person, is a function of time. If you have this time axis, and this is you can stay the same, or you can go. You can become a better person, or you can be a worse person. Okay, along the timeline, which is unidirectional. It's only one direction. It's not bidirectional. Time only have one direction. It only goes forward. You only get old. You don't get younger. You may get younger physically, but in terms of your age, yeah, you get older and older. But your body can get younger and younger if you start healthy diet and regular exercise. Okay, so that's the only one that the only thing that counts. Your physical age or mental age. I mean, maturity age. Your heart age. Okay, you wanna stay young in your heart and your body. Okay, and you can make that happen. All right, exercise, diet, creativity. All right. So yeah, what impact do I have on you? Zero, because here opinion about you on me is zero. You don't know me. That's why I have zero effect. So your viewpoint now compared to your viewpoint yesterday doesn't change. I make zero difference because I'm nobody. Nobody knows me. Nobody have any opinion about me because they don't know me. Okay, so that's why I'm running for president. I have to be famous in order to make some changes in this world, positive changes. Okay, and that's why everybody wanna be famous. Okay, everybody wanna be somebody. Okay, because they want things their own way. They want people to change so that they become more like you. Okay, that's why you wanna be famous, just like I do. You and I, we are no different. We are the same people. Okay, so It's human nature. Actually, it's not. It's more like ideology in us, taking us like a its vehicle. Yeah, what's my ideology? Humanology, right? So humanology in me is kind of controlling me, right? So, but it's a good ideology though. But Holy Spirit, God, Jesus, yeah, they're using us. They're eating us. They're making us stupid, risking my career and do this. Yeah, it's all same, okay? Good and bad ideologies, they all eat people. Okay, they consume people. Okay? We are all stupid, okay? We are all human beings. That's human condition. That the human condition is such that we are under the level of the concept, whether we like it or not, good or bad. All right, so we are all the same. We are all stupid. Okay, so okay, but let's say your view on me is something very negative. Here, wait, here. Your view on me, this is same as this. Okay, so your view on me is something very negative. You hate me. I'm your enemy. And you just learned that I'm an anti-guest. You used to be slightly anti-guest, but I'm a very strongly anti-guest. I'm very you hate me. So big negative here times big negative becomes huge positive. So you used to be a small, uh, a weak anti-guest, but now suddenly you are a strong pro-guest. Okay, because it's like a negative 100, like you hate me so much, and I'm a very strong anti-guest. Plus, and you used to be a mild, moderate anti-guest. Is equal to what? This is 9,000. 9,000 minus 5 will go to 8,995. Positive. You become very strong progressed. Okay, that's new. Your new viewpoint on gayism. New you. Okay, so it's all my fault that you become a progressed because I misbehaved. Maybe I committed adultery, promiscuity, and I had sex with a lot of young, beautiful, slender white girls, and then suddenly all the good concepts that I used to have, I turned you against all those good concepts I advocated. So it's all my fault. My immorality, my shortcomings, and my imperfection, my defects. I turned you against God. These are the kind of things that many church leaders commit. Okay? They turn people against God because they show them very bad examples. Like many popes. Okay, they condone this Catholic priests preying on young boys. That's homosexuality and also is pedophilia. Okay, they just condone. They just, oh, it's no big deal. Okay, so what happens? They turn many people against God, against Christianity, against Bible God. Okay, so more and more people, they just, oh, look at this pope, look at this adulterous pastor, look at this stealing, thieving preacher, televangelist, greedy people, adulterous people. Christianity must be something very bad. So, and Christianity is very anti-gayism. So, I hate these pastors. I hate these popes. Therefore, I hate Christianity. Therefore, I hate anti-gayism. Therefore, I'm a pro-gayist. Okay, so showing bad examples, being a very bad role models, it has huge negative impact on society. Okay, so we are all guilty of that. Okay, because celebrities like Donald J. Trump, Lady Gaga, they are people too. I don't hate them. I don't judge them. They are people too. Their knowledge is incomplete. So I don't blame them for ignorance because God, it is only God who made them ignorant. God did not give the benefit of knowledge to them. They're ignorant because God gave good knowledge to them. I'm knowledgeable only because God gave it to me through people around me, through my education in South Korea, through my parents, through my friends, childhood friends. They all taught me good things. They inspired me, they told me, they corrected me when I was wrong. Okay, so I don't deserve any credit. I just happen to be chosen by God. Well, at least that's what I believe. Okay, I don't know and I don't care if this video series see the light of the day one day. I don't care and I don't know. Okay, but at least we made this. We made it happen. I kind of thought about all this when I was writing like three scores of novels that nobody reads. A few people actually bought it. It's like $1 per volume. I have like three scores of volumes, the novels that I wrote. Okay, and I thank them greatly. Okay, it means more than anything in the world to me. People who bought my book, although it's just $1, still they purchased my book. There are only a handful of people who bought my book online in the world, but they did it, and I thank them. It means more to me than anything else in the world, and also I have many people that I owe. Okay, so humanology is not creation by me. No, it's creation by everybody that who told me. Even the dead people like Schopenhauer. I never met him. He died long before I was born, but I read his books and he taught me many lessons. And Immanuel Kant or Socrates, Aristotle, Jesus, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Allah. Yeah, sure, Muhammad Ali, the boxer. Yeah, they all told me many. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and people who I worked for, or my bosses, former bosses, and my friends, my parents, my siblings, my friends. Yeah, they're all contributors of this. Okay, because they told me many things. Okay, and even some celebrities too. Okay, like rappers, and I love hip hop. Okay, and many of them are very smart people, wise people. Okay, yeah, all those this all the concerted effort to better humanity, human knowledge. Okay, that's humanology, and I thank them all. Okay, and even my past friends or friends and ladies that I have ever dated. Okay, ladies, my ex girlfriends, yeah, all of them. Okay, they're even the ladies who acted in adult films because they indirectly contributed to my happiness, my survival. Okay, because yeah, I need something. I got no girlfriend, I got no dates, but I watch those online, adult films and then for free, and it's something I need, right? So they contributed to my survival, and they indirectly they contributed to the this development of humanology. Okay, I thank them. Okay, it's just they're just entertainers. That's how I see them. And also, I've been to some red light districts in developing countries, not and some developed countries as well. Okay, so yeah, red light districts. They call them prostitutes, whores, but that's not how I see them. They're just adult entertainers. This entertainers. Okay, we guys, we have our needs. Okay, and they get paid for their service. So I don't think they deserve the title of prostitution or whoring or no, I don't think they deserve that. No. Yeah, it's just entertainers. Like yeah, I've been to like adult like gentlemen's club and lap dance whatnot. I've been there. I've been to those. Nowadays I can't because I have no money. Okay, but back in the days, yeah. I've never been rich, but and so I thank them all. They all contributed to development of humanology. Okay, everyone. Okay, and even gayism, tattoo piercism. Okay, because it's a co-evolution. There's a tiger, there's a rabbit. Okay, so rabbit evolved to be a very fast runner because there's a tiger chasing them. Okay, so tiger become very fast runner too because he has to chase the rabbit. Okay, so it's co-evolution. All right, so I think that's kind of this concept of necessary evil. Okay, I think God created all these evil, toxic ideologies like gayism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, in order to spur, inspire, to help the development of humanology. Okay, look at all these examples we did. Gayism, right? If the Yeah, gayism is a very huge evil and it's very strong and powerful evil. I like challenges. Okay, I only challenge the biggest, the strongest ideology, the most mainstream, most majoritarian ideology. They are my equals. Well, I'm bigger than they are. I'm stronger than they are. Ideologies, mainstream ideologies. If it's evil, I fight it and I kill it. Okay, so yeah, so I felt challenged. Oh, that's sexy. That's intriguing. It's challenging. So let's think and let's be a nerd and geeky and let's study and think about it and let's destroy them theoretically. Okay, because it's ideological battle. I'm not killing anybody. I'm just killing the ideology. I destroyed in theories. Okay, because this is a spiritual warfare. Okay, I don't. I want to kill anybody. I don't kill anybody. Okay, I'm just killing the ideology, and we did it. Okay, we are doing it and we are rescuing people because all these people who subscribe to these toxic ideologies, they are the captives, slaves. Jesus talked about this. Jesus said, if you sin, then you are a slave of the sin. Okay, so and truth will free you. That's what we are doing right here. We are discovering, uncovering, we are unearthing, we're digging up the truth to free people, free the captives, the slaves of these toxic ideologies. Okay? So humanology is very, very intertwined with this Jesusian ethics and Jesusian teachings. Humanology cannot be separated from Jesus. Okay? So Jesus is one of the very founding, this cornerstone of humanology. It's like backbone almost of humanology. Okay? Another backbone is mathematics. We use mathematics everywhere, right? Yeah, it's rudimentary. It's about addition, multiplication, right? Yeah, we did some calculus, but mostly set theory, discrete mathematics, combinatorics, something very freshman college kind of stuff or high school, middle school stuff in Asia. Because Asia, they teach mathematics like a lot. And okay, so another backbone of humanology would be just Eastern philosophy, like Far Eastern philosophy, or Indian, South Asia Indian philosophy, right? The yin and yang, that kind of, or karma, which is kind of like yin and yang. Okay, karma is nothing but yin and yang in time, minor plussism. Okay, you sin, then you sin, then you get punished. You work, then you get rewarded. That's karma, right? It's yin and yang in time, right? Dualism, dualism, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's from East Asia, South Asia, East Asia. Okay, and then we have logic, which is more like Western thing, right? Algebra is Middle Eastern thing. So we are combining everything. Okay, that's humanology, the theory of everything. Okay, so because human being is the human universe, this microcosmos of the universe. Universe is the macrocosmos of the human being. Okay, I think that's an Asian concept too. Okay. Okay. Oh man, we covered a lot. Okay, and uh we talk some more probably. Okay. Then after the break. Okay, let's take a break. All right, we are back, and turn on the heater again. I just ventilated the room and living room, and so yeah, we didn't erase this equation yet because there's some more to talk about here. A lot to talk about actually, but we'll just talk about a few. Okay, so I don't make any difference in the world because I'm nobody. Okay, so whatever I think doesn't matter. It becomes zero. Okay, I don't have any name recognition, facial recognition. No, nobody knows me. So you just don't care because you don't know me. Okay, so I'm a very close friend. Then I may be able to convince you, persuade you, sway you, change you, your viewpoint on this particular issue. If I'm your enemy, you go to the other way, right? So yeah, it's beautiful equation. It kind of look messy because we're using mathematics, and probably you don't like mathematics, but it captures this the power of equation. Mathematical equation is very powerful because it's general. Okay, it captures so many different things. Okay, in one single equation. Okay, I could be your enemy, I could be nobody, I could be your friend. Then your view can change, positive, negative, or not at all. Okay, and there was something else I wanted to talk about. What was it? So yeah, politicians and small business. Okay, business and politics. Okay, politicians. Most of them, they just want power. They just want to be famous. They're kind of retards. They want attention, attention whores. That's why they become politicians. Okay, do they make any changes in the world? No, not really. Donald J. Trump, yeah, he made some positive changes, but he also made negative changes as well. So net sum, net total zero. Okay. Barack Obama, I think, in my opinion, he made more negative changes than positive changes. Okay. Uh, Let the history be the judge. Okay, but uh, but at first, yeah, politics is very much like romance market where you first make people happy. You become their favorite. You become their friend first, and then they start to make changes. Okay, because it's this. You want politicians want you. This politician wants you to have favorable opinion about them. So this term become positive, right? And then multiplication of positive number is like nothing, right? Multiplication of negative number flips, right? So multiplication of positive number becomes whatever this sign is. It gets absorbed into the sign of this term. So if your view about this politician is favorable, is a positive. So whatever view of this politician have about this concept, it becomes that effect on you. So you are more becoming like this politician. You may not flip it. Why? Because maybe you are strongly pro-gun and you happen to love Barack Obama just a little bit, but you are strong pro-gun. I'm sorry, flip. You're strongly pro-gun, okay, but you're a politician. You love Barack Obama just a little bit. So, but you're so strongly pro-gun, it's like positive 100, and you like Barack Obama a little bit, and he's anti-gun, so it has some like small negative effect. You're strongly pro-gun, which is 1 plus 100. Barack Obama's effect, the multiplication of that is like negative 10. It ends up being plus positive 90. So you're still pro-gun, but not as strongly as before. Okay, but still, Barack Obama still have some effect that he desires. He want to make you more anti-gun. Okay. So yeah, you're somewhat less pro-gun than before. So Barack Obama achieved that result. Okay. And that's what this presidential politicians are typically about. They do have very strong backbone. There are some strong, there are some things that strongly believe in. Okay, like pro-gun, anti-gun, pro-abortion, anti-abortion, whatnot, right? Pro-immigration, anti-immigration. Okay, and so they end up having some effect, and it could be on some effect that it could be they can have opposite effect. Like Hitler, he was anti-gayist. What kind of effect did he have on the world, on Western world? He made the Western world more pro-gayist. Okay, it's an opposite effect. So yeah, it's worse than nothing, right? That happens. And Donald J. Trump, maybe you're a woman and you don't like the fact that he treats women like sexual objects, like he committed a lot of adultery, a lot of exmarital, extramarital sex affairs. Yeah, so maybe so yeah, you don't like Donald J. Trump as a person, so but you used to be somewhat neutral about immigration, and Donald J. Trump is very anti-immigration, so um, maybe you have become more pro-immigration, whatnot, right? So yeah, this equation is something very powerful. Okay, it's something very educational, illustrative. Okay, so that's what humanology is about. And is there anything else that there was that something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. We were talking about so many different things, important things. Okay, there still was that something I want to talk about. Business, yeah, small business. Okay, so equity cushion. That's what it was about. It's unrelated to all this. Okay, equity cushion is this. Okay, in business you have a accounting equation. A asset is equal to liability plus equity. I have many friends, families, I mean relatives who are small business owners. Some of them are very successful. Some of them not as much yet. And so if you start a brand new business, you start as something like sole proprietor. Okay, for tax purpose, you are the business. You are the company. There's nobody else, right? And you do it with your own money. Maybe you and your wife, okay, or maybe you and your brother, okay. Tend to start with your friends and families, right? They become partners, or maybe you're a single person. You just do it yourself. Then it start to grow. So, and you take on some debt, and you have your own equity, which is your own saving money, your house mortgage, whatnot, right? I mean, second mortgage, whatnot. So your asset is so when you start a business, you have a business debt, business loan, and also you have your initial investment of your own money as a sole proprietor. Okay, because bank loan they require that because they want you to be serious. They want you to have some stake in your business so that you work very hard, not to lose your money, right? Because if you declare bankruptcy, your debt can be forgiven. So bankruptcy is like legalized theft, okay? And that's what Donald J. Trump did. But not every business people go through bankruptcy. Only substandard, lame, not so smart business people go through bankruptcy, and one of them is Donald J. Trump. Okay, so if you think Donald J. Trump is such a savvy, shrewd businessman, then you're very much mistaken. Okay, yeah, he did real estate in New York, but largely because he inherited that from his father. So it's not like he started from scratch. He's not a self-made man. Okay, he was born with the silver spoon in his mouth. Okay, so he's not that smart, right? He's not that successful businessman. No, he declared bankruptcy, so his debt is forgiven. When he made money, he kept it. So what was the bottom line? He's more like a thief, legalized thief, bankruptcy. So he lost billions, right? When he lost billions, he declared bankruptcy, so he's forgiven. He made billions. When he made billions, he kept it. So how much money he made total, net total sum, zero. Okay, so that's because he's such a lousy businessman. All right. So don't believe everything that media says about him. Okay, Fox News, Open American News Network. Yeah, they are very favorable to Donald J. Trump, but they don't know what they're talking about. All right, so okay, equity cushion. Okay, let's erase all this. Okay, we're talking about something very different. We spend enough time on this. Okay, so if you wanna look back, just rewind. Okay, download whatever. I don't know how it works nowadays. Okay, I should know better because I'm computer science. Major, dropped out candidate. Yeah, so we talked about qualified exam, but I think it was like, I forgot to mention computer programming language. Okay, programming languages. That was one, and then there's computational theory, and there's system, which is a database and operating system, and there's computer architecture, which is more about hardware. And the fifth one is either numerical analysis or artificial intelligence or both. Okay, these are the main branches of computer science. Many of the things I do here is from that too, actually. Especially the one class that I took in Wisconsin, artificial intelligence. Because artificial intelligence is nothing but advanced computer algorithm. Okay, so we apply computer science is so yeah. I benefited greatly from my education background in computer science because computer science is about applying mathematics to the real world problems. Okay, that's what humanology is about, kind of, right? We apply mathematics to understand the real world human problem. Okay, so yeah, I learned great deal from computer science. Okay, so two things. Okay, so we're gonna talk about small business, and we're gonna talk about ideological association, your loyalty. Because I kind of feel this attachment to computer science because something I studied very long time. Many of my friends are still in computer science. Okay, ideological loyalty. So there's this dissociation anxiety. There's some thing they call in psychology. I don't like anything about psychology. Okay, because they're all garbages. Okay, you shouldn't even use the language of psychologists like reinforcement or all this hypnosis. They're all bad. All right. I'm not saying psychologists are bad. Many of my friends are psychologists. Okay, just ism ideologies. As you can see, I'm kind of getting tired now. Okay, business, small business. Okay, so you start as a accounting equation. Asset is equal to liability plus equity. Okay, Accounting equation. AO. All right. So liability is debt, bond, equity, stocks. Okay, or your own investment. So shareholders are your families and friends in a small business setting. Okay, or sole proprietor is just your saving, your money. So you start a business. Most of the times you get some loan, business loan. Okay, VA loan if you are a veteran. Okay, and VA business loan and stuff. So, yeah, you get some bank loan. From some financial investment companies, but they probably require like 10% of the whole business asset should be your money. Okay, that's what we call equity cushion. Okay, and also this numerous SEC rule, Security Exchange Commission rule. Let's say you become business booms and you go public. Okay, so you and your friend. So you start as just by yourself, becomes a bigger and better company, like middle level company. You start attracting your friends and families, so it becomes bigger equity. But they are your friends and families. Okay, and you can get, you kind of use it as leverage. Okay, so your 10% of the money become bigger, so 90% more money gets bigger too. You get more loan. Okay, so you start hiring more people and you making more production factories, and so yeah, business booming. Okay, next step is you make it public. Okay, now you sell your stocks to everybody in the world. Okay, in your state, in your country, internationally. So that's what it means by IPO, initial public offering. Okay, you sell the stocks. So now everybody, all these investors in the world become your families and your friends. Okay, so and you can get more loan, and you may have more branches of your company. Okay, factories in overseas. Okay, outsourcing, all that stuff. So, but no matter what level you are, about like 5%, 1% at least, 1%, 5%, 10% should be always the equity. Okay, your equity meaning is investors, which are basically kind of like your friends and families, who forgive your debt. Okay. Liability side, bonds, debt, bank loans, they're not gonna forgive you unless you declare bankruptcy. But bankruptcy is not free. It affects your credit score. After you declare bankruptcy, your credit score go down. So meaning next time you have a car loan or mortgage, you get to pay higher interest. Okay, so meaning you get to pay in the future. All right, so bankruptcy is not free. Okay, there are made all these accounting techniques that separates this company. You have this some mannequin bogus company that is part of this bigger company, and then you separate the asset. Yeah, there are all kind of that stuff. Probably that's what Donald J. Trump did, so that it doesn't affect his credit score. Yeah, it's common technique. There's the tax law. You can always go around it. Because there's another tax law, you can go around that too. So that's why tax law is so complex, because it's a wild goose chase, or it's co-evolution of this IRS versus this kind of lame business manager like Donald J. Trump, right? So they always want to go around this tax law, and tax law evolves so that you catch them. Then this business owner hires some very smart accountant, and so goes around it, rename it. Renaming, okay, this very common accounting technique. You rename, it's essentially same thing in substance, but you switch around it by renaming it. You switch the form. So that's why tax law, substance over form. Okay, Um, that's where it came from. And I took several tax laws because I was so fascinated by those interaction between law and business. Okay, I wasn't good at it, but I loved it. So my tax law professors, they took some pity on me and they gave me passing grades. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because when I was in law school, I was more into dancing, learning dancing, because I lived in the Midwest around Detroit. And Detroit is like Motown, this descendants of Motown. So there are a lot of clubs frequented by uh, African Americans, the Motown people. And I would go there and learn how to dance. Okay, so there was my main focus when I was in law school. So my law school grade is not good. Okay, but many law professors in my alma mater, Scholar like law school, they were generous to me. Okay, because I'm a nice guy and I also went to every single lectures. I didn't skip a single class. So law school typically is like 3 years, right? But I graduated in 2 years, okay? Because I took 2 summer classes. Yeah, other guys and girls in law school they would go to do internship or clerkship during the summers, but I took two summer semesters, and one summer semester I took Arabic, okay, because I always wanted to learn Arabic. Why? Because I love Middle East, okay, and also I was in U.S. Army, so probably I would get deployed to Middle East. So I wanted to learn Arabic. I studied on my own, but it didn't go very far. So I took Arabic class in during one summer semester, and I did learn. Yeah, great teachers, and when I was in law school, okay, so and yeah, I learned better Arabic. So yeah, I think school is good. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, in some past episodes, I did say we should get rid of schools. What I mean by that is, no matter what age you are, it should be an option that you study at home. Let's say me, I'm 40 years old. Do I study? Yeah, I'm studying Portuguese because there's this great Brazilian musician called Rita Lee. Okay, she's not Asian. She's white. Okay, she has red hair, I think, and blue eyes, white skin. Yeah, there are some pockets of Brazilian population who is just purely white. Okay, Rita Lee was one of them. Is one of them. I never met her because I'm nobody. She's a big celebrity in Brazil. She's a legendary. She's one of my favorite musicians of all time. Okay, so okay, we're going everywhere again. Okay, so let's say you have a model or musician or actor. Okay, actress, so movie star, singer, recording artist, or an actor, actress, model. It's like this apex predator, okay, apex species, but behind them, below them, there are all these people. Okay, you only think final product. So this person does not get, shouldn't get all the credit. Okay, because they are this costume designer, costume wardrobe people. I used to be in independent filmmaker, so I took some filmmaking classes. So I know about this. I know how show business run. Okay, because I studied it. Okay, and I also kind of tried acting in Los Angeles. Okay, I want to become a shining star over Hollywood sky. Well, I didn't make it, but I tried. So I know things about show business. Okay, so yeah, you have this star, right? Star, celebrity, actor or singer, dancer, whatever, right? Michael Jackson, Madonna. Under them, behind them, there this costume, wardrobe, and there this hairstylist, makeup artist, okay, and this backstage craft engineers and backstage workers and lighting, this lighting guys, electricians and props, you know, carpenters and of course the director, writer, producer, you know, these executives of this studio executives. If there's this one star, there's thousands of people to make this person a star. You have casting director, you have this agent, actors agent, talent agent, casting directors. Maybe the title credit at the end of the movie or at the beginning of the movie, never in the middle though. Okay, so at the end, all this casting, all these credits. Okay, but only one, you get to see only one person though. Okay, like actor, singer, moonwalker, breakdancer. Yeah, I want you to see the behind the scene, all right? The behind the curtain. If you have crush on Madonna or Michael Jackson or whatnot, John Travolta or whoever the big celebrity, okay, you're mistaken because that person's look, beautiful Madonna or beautiful what some of the Hollywood celebrities I really like. Uh, Elizabeth Taylor, okay, Vivian Leigh, Elizabeth Taylor, Clark Gable, who's that? Clint, Clint Eastwood. I don't like him because he married this young white girl. He shouldn't have done that because he's not gonna have kids. He just wanna have sex with a young, beautiful white girl. Yeah, Clint Eastwood is a white man, but anti-ultra interracialism is about reproduction, protection of white people. White people don't deserve any credit for having blonde hair or blue eyes because they're just born into it. They didn't work, labor in order to have blonde hair. No, they just happen to be born in a white household, Caucasian household. They just inherited it. They didn't work for it. Okay, so white people don't deserve any credit for their blonde hair or blue eyes or white skin. It's beautiful. Yeah, they do. These white genes, it deserves protection and preservation because it's something very beautiful. But white people, they don't deserve any credit. They didn't work for it. Okay, because humanology is about pain and pleasure. Okay, so what is evil? If it's something very pleasurable, then it's very evil. Okay, and if it also this now I know what I wanted to talk about, methodology. Okay, so your ideological loyalty, your methodology as a criterion, and you have some business. I'm not sure if I can go over all this stuff. So on ideology, every single one of us on earth, nobody means bad. We all want good. Okay, we all consider ourselves as good person. Okay, nobody on earth, human being, thinks he or she is evil. Okay, everybody thinks he is good person. Okay, even the most heinous person in the eyes of people, like serial rapist and murderer, all he wanted to be happy, pursuit of happiness, in the Declaration of Independence. Okay, he just adopted a bad method of achieving the happiness. Okay, so now you see a concept on ideology, on activism. How can you tell if this is an evil or good? You look at the method. Okay, so they say devil is in detail. Well, humanology says devil is in the method because nobody thinks they are worshiping the devil. Okay, yeah, there are some exceptions, right? But methodology, gayism, pro-gayists, LGBT activists, they don't think they are worshiping devil. No, they think they are about equal rights of the gay people, right? But what kind of methodology they are they are adopting? Lies. Okay, they say, oh, Immanuel Kant, he was single, he was celibate. Why? Because he is gay. He was gay. Or Michelangelo, or Alexander the Great, or Tchaikovsky, or Schopenhauer, or Jesus. Or like it list goes on. All these single men, famous single men in the human history, dead people, dead men, right? Yeah, yeah, Shakespeare or who's that Mona Lisa guy? The guy who drew Mona Lisa. What's his name? This Da Vinci Code. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci or Shakespeare, Da Vinci, or like Michelangelo, Jesus, even Saint Augustine. Okay, all these single Immanuel Kant, Arthur Schopenhauer, Tchaikovsky, all these famous celibates, male single people like Adam Smith, if they are single, oh, it's because they are gay. They are speculative. Okay, so yeah, they lie about human history. They hire these dead people, and oh, they are gay. So you should be gay too if you're a fan of those people. Okay. Yeah, all these lies. Okay, that's why gayism is evil because they adopt evil methodology. Their goal, their purpose, eventual. So you have end and you have means, ends and means, right? Ends of an ideology is always noble, it's always innocent, it's always virtuous. Equal rights of gay men and gay women, equal rights. All we want is equal rights, dignity. Okay, no noble ends, noble. I don't know how to pronounce it, man. Noble ends, virtuous goals. Okay, but means. What's the methodology they're adopting? Appeal to sympathy, appeal to emotion, rewriting the history, okay, mischaracterization, lawsuits, weaponization of American legal system, weaponization of legal system. Okay, pseudo you know, lies, all this stuff. Okay, so both evil and good ideologies, they have always have this virtuous, noble cause. Okay, they have good ends, good goals, but the only difference is the methodology, the means that they adopt. That's how you can tell a good ideology versus bad ideologies. Okay, like so that's this. So we got this. Okay, ideological loyalty and business equity cushion. Okay, so we got two more to go before we end today. Okay, let's take a break. All right, give me a break. Give me a break. All right, I'll be right back. You see how hard I'm working after a full-time job. I'm working very hard, okay? to the humanity. Let's see how much I care, man. Okay, folks. Let's just brush over briefly these two topics. Okay. 'Cause I'm kind of tired. Well, I have a full-time job. Okay, so oh boy. So we did this. We knocked this out. Okay, so and ideological loyalty. Okay, so computer science and me. Yeah, I'm no longer a computer programmer. Okay, I know how to program. I can. Uh, but I changed over, switched over to a different career track. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, right? Uh, so, but still, I have some ideological loyalty, I guess, to computer science, computer programming industry. Okay, so I have soft spot for them. Okay, so in my line of work, if some computer programmer screws up, I tend to defend them because I still have many friends and families. I mean friends in computer science programming industry, so I've come attachment to that. Okay, so ideology, yeah, I love computer programming when I was computer programmer, and so I have some soft spot for them. Okay, so yeah, and you if you have been subscribed to gayism, pro gayism for a very long time, you probably have some soft spot for that ideology. Okay, I understand that. Okay, that's just the way it is, and uh, if you are a serial murderer, if you used to kill many people, let's say you are in death row in prison, okay, but you used to rape and murder many women, okay, then maybe you miss it a little bit because you have some fond memories, maybe, okay, maybe you, in that sick and twisted way, you enjoyed raping and killing somebody to having, because I watched all these documentaries of many documentaries about serial murderers. Yeah, they want to feel dominance, control, and then there's this Casanova killer, whatnot, right? Very handsome guy. He looked like a Hollywood actor, man. Yeah, he's a white guy, and he raped and murdered so many women, like dozens. It's wrong. I'm not defending him. All I'm saying is this there is this descriptive law that governs everything. Gayism, murderism, serial murderism, computer programmingism, it's all the same. If you have been subscribed to an ideology for a very long time, you kind of feel this attachment to it, whether it's a good ideology or a bad ideology. So it's not easy for you to get out of that ideological group. Okay? Um, it's kind of like this, okay? You have this planet, and you're a rocket scientist, okay? I accidentally painted my table here. This planet, okay? And you're a rocket scientist. You're shooting a rocket, and you can calculate the escape velocity. It's a concept in physics. I learned it in high school, okay? We can try to derive the equation, escape velocity. My goodness, it's been so long. It's like I'm not sure if I can. I think it goes something like this, okay? My goodness, we're running out of space. Escape velocity, okay? So you have this binding gravitational energy, right? Which is like this energy, binding energy is equal to G m1, m of Earth and m of this rocket over uh, distance. I mean, this is Earth radius, okay? It is binding energy, okay? And you want this to be equal to 1/2 m rocket v escape velocity squared. Something like this, okay? So it turns out that it cancel out, wash out mr, m2, okay? So v is equal to something like that. I may be missing something, okay, but that's the general idea. All right. So escape velocity is constant. It doesn't depend on the weight of the mass of your rocket. All right. It is something like that. Something like that. Okay. I may be missing some term or whatnot, some concept, minor thing. So ideology is like this gravitational force. Okay, this huge mass of ideology, and we talked about this a while ago. Okay, the power of an ideology is equal to summation of uh, concept. We use I too much. Power of a concept, an ideology, an ism, is equal to summation of power of individuals who belong to this this ideology. Let's say power of ideology called group. It is group minus power of individual J, where J belongs to this anti-group. Okay. If this individual happen to have negative power, like Adolf Hitler, who is very, very unpopular, anti-popular, infamous, notorious, then it actually helps that group. Like Adolf Hitler is anti-Semitist, so negative times negative becomes positive. So he contribute to the pro-Semitism. Adolf Hitler is a anti-gayist, so he contribute to the pro-gayism. Okay. Yeah, Pope Francis is a pro-gayist, so he contribute to the pro-gayism. No, although he's mildly, passively, moderately pro-gayist, he has huge power. So power of an individual is equal to view power of an individual on this concept is equal to view of this individual on this concept times, let's say, influence of this individual in general. Okay, so how influential is this person? Okay, power, influence. Oh, it's kind of similar concept, but you got the idea. Okay, so okay, so we have that. Let's turn on the heater. Looks like it's gonna it's not gonna be a short discussion. It's gonna take a while. So yeah, I watched this television, YouTube footage of Donald J. Trump speaking in front of the United Nations, and what I observe is that he's just too old. Okay, come on, he's in his 70s, so I'm not discrediting them. It's just physicality. He's just too old. Okay. So I don't think it would be a good idea for him to do 4 more years. But all these Republicans, oh, we have an incumbent, so let's just not even have a primary. Let's just let him run again. That's what Republicans are saying. Because all these Republicans, they do politics as a social service, pretty much like what I do here, outside their full-time job. Okay, they do most Republicans. They do it for free. All this political activity, it's like pro bono. Okay, they do it for free as a social service, so they cannot spend too much time and energy to it because they have their full-time job. Or maybe they are retirees. They are old themselves, so they don't have much energy and they don't have much time to spend on this political decision. So Donald J. Trump, yeah, he's already there, so he's incumbent. So let him just run again, whatever. And that's sad because politics is not a business. You don't make money off of politics. You consume money. Okay, so that's why most politicians, pretty much do it as a volunteer kind of job as a retiree, as an old person, or as some part-time activity. Okay, like what I do with humanology. I have full-time job. Okay, so yeah, so political decisions. It's just the way it is. Okay, so but I'm running against Donald Trump because he did many good things, but he's too old. He's 70 in his 70s, so he doesn't have. My impression, my observation is that he no longer has that much energy anymore. Okay, so let him finish his first term, and then let me finish up where he left off. Okay, because I like some of his policies and those things that he could not implement. I can do it. Okay, and some of the things that he was wrong. Yeah, I can fix it. Okay, so universal health care by President Obama, it was a good idea. It's just he implemented it the wrong way. Okay, because everybody gets sick or injured at some point. Okay, you are not God. You cannot predict the future, so you have to have health insurance. But what Barack Obama did was, if you don't have health insurance, we're gonna penalize you. No, we're gonna take your money. No, okay. Why don't you then just use that money to get him insurance? Okay, so all you gotta do is to raise the tax a little bit. Okay, I'm against raising tax, but health insurance, yeah, you have to. So let's say Obamacare, you don't have health insurance. Okay, then we're gonna penalize you $1,000 a year. Okay, then why don't you just get him that $1,000 insurance? Okay, so let him get the insurance for this $1,000. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's mandatory health insurance. But on the Obamacare, what this person who don't have health insurance get is this: he does not get health insurance and he has to pay $1,000. That's wrong. Okay, just get him $1,000 worth of health insurance. Okay, it should be like that. Okay, because all right, so enough politics. Okay, ideology is like the size, the mass of this ideology is basically how many people subscribe to that ideology and how powerful that those people are. This ideological gravity, ideological gravitation. Okay, and but you need to escape from this evil ideology. All right, so it takes a lot of energy. So let me help you. Okay, make me the president. Okay, then I'll be a powerful person, and there's this toxic ideology. I'm gonna eat this. Okay, I'll be like angel. Now I'm over the level of ideology: gayism, marijuanaism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, plastic surgeryism, marijuanaism, all these evil criminalism, evil ideologies. I'm gonna encroach. Okay, I'm gonna eat this ideology, so that you can escape easier with less energy. So that, so yeah, Jesus said, if you are a sinner, if you commit sin, then you become slave of the sin. Okay, that's this. Let the truth free you. The truth will free you. That's what Jesus said. Okay, so me, I'm not the truth. I'm not Jesus. I'm not God. I'm not Holy Spirit. Okay, but I'm a messenger. Okay, messenger of God, messenger of Jesus, his 13th, 14th disciple, whatever. Okay, I'm just follower, admirer of Jesus. Okay, in my belief, my faith, my mission on earth is to fight against these evil ideologies. Okay, so yeah, ideological loyalty. Yeah, you have gravity. You're bound to it, but hard to disassociate from your decades old ideology you subscribe to. But that's something we have to work on. Okay, we've covered business equity cushion. Okay, so if you have known somebody for a very long time, your friend, your family, if they do something wrong, you can forgive them because you have equity cushion. Okay. In business, so we are combining business concept and our family or relationship life. Okay, or friendship, or romance, marriage, whatever. Human relationship. We want to understand in the model, in the eyes model of this business equation. Okay. So your business goes well, okay, but it got into some trouble. But equity, they are forgivers, they are lenient because you don't have to pay it back. If you bought a stock, it's kind of like fraudulent. It's kind of almost like fraud because let's say I have this company and you buy my stock because I just IPO, initial public offering, like $10 a share, right? So you're a stranger to me, but you bought a stock for $10, okay? I never ever have to pay you back that $10 that you bought, okay? IPO, initial stock purchaser. I get to keep the money. I don't have. I'm not legally obligated to pay you back because you are not a lender. No, you are a co-owner of my company on paper. Okay. At least on paper, legally, you are co-owner of my company. This $10 stock, you are 0.001 owner of the entire share, which is the co-owner. So if my company goes down, well, sucks to be you. You're shareholder, you're co-owner, so you took that risk of losing the entire investment. Okay, because I mean, unless I declare bankruptcy, I still have to pay this lender, bankers, this bond purchasers. Okay, I may have to sell my house, sell my car to pay you back when my company goes down. I have legal obligation to pay you back plus interest, principal plus interest. But equity holder, shareholder, I never have to pay you back. Meaning, I don't never have to repurchase your stock and make it into treasury stock. Repurchase. I never have to repurchase your stock that you bought. I never have to pay you dividend. It's just like interest. So repurchasing of stock is like paying the principal in the bond debt liability side, okay, and paying the dividend is like paying interest, okay. I have no legal obligation to do that in equity side, okay. So it's kind of like fraud. So what do you have to do to make money? You spread rumors that my company is doing very well, so I'll pay dividends. So you sell to the secondary purchaser, okay. So based on this phony rumor, secondary purchaser sell to tertiary third purchaser, and stock market goes up, and then everything comes out. That's the Great Depression, stock market crash, okay, bubble bursting, okay. So stock market is all phony, okay. And Donald J. Trump, he doesn't know this, okay. So, and even in business school they don't teach you this, okay, because they're afraid. Okay? So stock market is logically unsound. Okay, so we should make stock market more like a bond, but kind of hybrid approach, just like preferred stocks. Okay, let the stocks, let the corporations have legal obligation to pay dividends if the profits goes above this threshold level, maybe 1% of the asset. If surplus, after paying off all this rent and obligations, interest, if surplus is more than 0.01% of the total asset level, then this company is obligated to pay dividend. something like that. Okay, 0.1% dividend, whatever, right? So yes, more like equity, more that kind of look like that. Okay, then it will solve all the problems. Okay, so that's my suggestion to business world. And equity cushion is this. Okay, so if company goes down, okay, you may have to sacrifice some of your equity. Okay, because you have principal and you have dividend, kind of moral obligation, not legal obligation, right? But if company need more money because business is not doing too well, you have this equity cushion because you don't have any legal obligation here. You can use some of this equity money. Okay, so that's equity cushion in business, finance and accounting. Okay, because I took those classes. Okay, I know them. Okay, in a human relationship level, like it could be familial relationship, or it could be some more formal relationship in your job as an employee and employer. Okay, let's say you're an employee of an employer. Okay, if you just got hired, if you make some mistake, you may get fired because you don't have any seniority. But you work for this employer for years and decades, and you have made a huge impression, positive impression, and huge contribution to this company for the employer. Then, if you make some mistakes, you will be forgiven. You are not going to be fired because employers, they know your superiors, your bosses, diagonal bosses, straight direct bosses, indirect bosses, perpendicular bosses, and diagonal bosses. Diagonal boss meaning he's superior up there, but he's not in the same section as you are. Okay, but he's still up there, higher level than you are. Diagonal bosses, as opposed to perpendicular boss, which is your superior, direct superior, or direct superior, superior, perpendicular because you are in the same section. Okay, so yeah, they will forgive you because they know what you have to offer. You already proved yourself. Equity cushion. Okay, so you made some mistake, -2, but your equity cushion is 10 over the years, so total is +5. You will not be fired because they still have positive opinion about you. But if you made like extremely bad mistake, like -20, then although you have substantial credit so far, still -10. You are more liability than asset, so you get fired. Okay, and yeah, so that's analogy between business and human relationship. Same thing. You are a girlfriend, boyfriend. Okay, you screw up big, then it depends on how much credit you have accumulated so far. As a friend, as a romantic friend, or as a just pure friend, or as a romantic partner, or as a son or daughter or parent or spouse. Yeah, this relationship can terminate if you screw up really big. Okay, and in terms of connection to yeah, I thought of making some connection here, but maybe you can. Okay. Okay, so I'm kind of blanking out. Okay, I need to have dinner. Okay, so yeah, equity cushion. All right, so if you make mistake, small mistake, you can be forgiven. Otherwise, the relationship can terminate. Okay, so it depends on how much in the past, remote past, how much credit you have accumulated. Now you have some recent in the recent past, like yesterday or 5 minutes ago, you have this debit. Okay, so we are talking in accounting terms. Okay, small debit. Then the total net sum, net total can be still positive. You screw up too big, then net total, net sum can be negative. Okay, so you should be at the same time. If you have already have accumulated enough equity cushion, enough credits in your relationship, you should take advantage of that. Okay, so this is one kind of secret in humanology. Okay, so the mission of a humanologist is to change the world for the better, to save the world. That's the one single mission in humanology. It's a prescriptive law. You have to do this. I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Okay? May not mean much, but I'm ordering you that you have to do this. First, befriend and gain trust of this person, sinner, no matter what sin it may be. Maybe tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, gayism, marijuanaism, plastic surgeryism, psychologism, whatever it may be, criminalism, whatever it may be. Okay. First of all, you have to. Okay. So Jesus said two things. Okay. Serve God, and love others. Love each other. So love God and love each other. In humanological interpretation, this is what Jesus said. Humanological interpretation is this. First, love yourself. Because you're like, loving God is like you love yourself. Okay? So you have to be strong and self-disciplined. You have to be strong and knowledgeable, smart. You study, you exercise, you practice diet, you clean up your own house. You put your own house in order. Okay? You have to be strong person and smart person. You educate yourself, you discipline yourself, you study, you work, self-sufficient, you have a job, you're educated, because you educate yourself. You get a job. Okay? You work hard, you save money, and then you exercise, you're physically and mentally and spiritually strong and sound. Okay? And then you start to help other people. Okay? So love God, do all the right things. Okay? You're morally upright, you abide by the law, and you don't kill anybody, you don't hurt anybody, you discipline yourself. You take huge pain of sucking it up, and contain your anger, and you discipline yourself. That's how you can become a very strong person. You don't attack other people. No, you attack yourself. Meaning, you do push-ups, you do sit-ups, you do weight training, you run. You attack yourself. You discipline yourself. Self-mortification. You practice fasting. You don't eat sugar. You don't eat fat. But at the same time, you need to relax. Yeah, so 6 days a week, yeah, you work hard. 7 days a week, you just relax. Indulge yourself a little bit. Okay, maybe you watch porn. Okay, maybe you drink vodka at night. Okay, but at home. Okay, be safe. So after you build up yourself, you start helping other people. You serve humanity. Okay, love others. So love God, love others. Okay, so. Yeah, so humanology is this. When you love others, is this. Strategy is this. It's two-step. You befriend them. You make them trust you. You make them love you. You make them, first you make them know you, then you make them like you, and then you make them love you, trust you, okay? And then you have built up all this equity cushion. They already love you a lot. So you start saying things that they may not like. Okay, that's the second step. First step, you build up equity cushion. You make them love you, no matter what. Okay? Then you start saying things that they may not like. You start correcting them. You start exercising them. You become then you are the ghostbuster. Okay, humanologist. Okay, that's what you have to do as a humanologist. Okay, good night. Thank you. Good night.